So do you also use Cashfree to sell your products and services online? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to add or update Zoho campaign subscriber on Cashfree payment. So over here I'm running an edutech company and we sell our courses online with the help of Cashfree. So now what I want is that as soon as someone purchases my course with the help of Cashfree and as soon as we receive a new payment with the help of Cashfree, automatically with the help of the same customer details, a new subscriber should be created or updated in my Zoho campaigns account too, so that we can create targeted email marketing campaigns for all of these customers. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Cashfree payments and Zoho campaigns. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also want to create this automation for your business? Then for that you have to come with me towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll show you how to automatically add or update subscribers in Zoho campaigns whenever a payment is made through Cashfree. This automation ensures that your customer list stays up to date for seamless email marketing and engagement. So let's get started. So to do this, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy, and as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the other one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm just going to click on this sign in. And as soon as we're going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. And over here, you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm just going to click on this Access Now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And as soon as we're going to click on this Access Now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we just have to click on this button which says Create Workflow. And now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So with here, I want to save my workflow in this folder which says Automations, and I want to name my workflow as this, which says how to add or update Zoho campaign subscriber on Cashfree payment. Cashfree to Zoho campaigns, and then we just have to click on this create. And as soon as we're going to click on this create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. So trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow will run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger. And that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger in a particular workflow. And to get started with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm just going to select it as Cashfree. So I'm just going to search for Cashfree over here. And as you can see, the same, so it's just going to select it. And now it's asking me for the trigger event. So basically, trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. So here what I want is that as soon as a new payment via form is received in my Cashfree account, my workflow should be triggered or started. So I'm just going to select my trigger event as payment via form, and as soon as we're going to do so, it is giving me a webhook URL. So we are going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Cashfree account and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. So what we have to do is, first I'm just going to copy this webhook URL, and then we have to follow this help text, and it is saying log into your Cashfree account, go to developers, payment gateway, and then webhooks, and then click on payment form. Alright, we're going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my Cashfree account. From here, we have to go towards this developers section. And now from here, we have to go towards the payment gateway and then webhook. And after coming over here towards the webhook, we have to go towards this payment form and click on this add webhook endpoint. And now it is asking me for the webhook URL. So we just have to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow and click on this test and add. And yes, you can see status success. So we just have to click on this add. And yes, you can see webhook webhook added successfully. So yes, with this we have successfully added the webhook URL, and over here you can see that yes, we have successfully received a response over here. So this is a test response which is a proof of a successful connection. But over here what I want is I want to receive the response of this course purchased, right? Because I want to create this automation for my company. So for that I'm just going to click on this recapture webhook response and capture the webhook response related to my business. So for that I'm just going to open this form right from here, and I want to capture the response of this form only. So for that I'm just going to enter these details and purchase a course which is PHP course as test user. So let's say for the name I'm just going to keep it as test user. You can see the email address, and then for the phone number I want it to be this. And now I'm just going to click on this pay securely 499. I'm just going to select my payment method as UPI, enter the UPI ID and click on this proceed to pay. And now it is saying to confirm the payment. So alright, this is going to confirm the payment and wait for few seconds till our payment is getting confirmed. And yes, you can see payment successful. So yes, with this we have successfully purchased this PHP course as test user. So now what has happened is that Cashfree has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. And yes, over here you can see that Pabbly has captured the response. You can see all the details. You can see the same name which we entered. You can see the same phone number which we entered and the same email which we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step. And now what will happen is that as soon as a new payment via form is received in our Cashfree account, automatically this workflow is going to get triggered and Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same. Alright, so further what I want is I want to add or update a Zoho campaign subscriber on Cashfree payment. So for my action application, I'm just going to select it as Zoho campaign. So I'm just going to search for Zoho campaign right over here, and as you can see Zoho campaign, so I'm just going to select it. And now for the action event, I'm just going to select it as add or update a subscriber and click on this connect. And now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Zoho campaign account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and then we have to click on this blue button which says connect with Zoho campaign. And now it is asking me to select the domain. It is saying enter the domain your Zoho account belongs to from below. Example zoho.in, zoho.com, zoho.au, and you can see the rest too. So we have to enter our domain right over here. So you must be wondering from where we are going to get this domain. So to get this domain, we have to open our Zoho campaigns account, and over here you can see that this is my domain which is after campaigns dot and before this slash. So as you can see that this is my domain which is zoho.in. So I'm just going to copy this domain right from here and paste it right over here in the domain section. So yes, you can see that I've successfully entered my domain right over here. So you have to get your domain exactly like I did from the URL of your Zoho campaigns account. Your domain can be anything from below. Alright, so now after entering this domain, we just have to click on this save. And yes, now you can see that Pabbly is asking me for some permissions. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to click on this accept and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on this accept. Pabbly is safe. And as soon as we're going to click on this accept, yes, you can see that it is saying authorization successful. And with this, we have successfully connected our Zoho campaigns account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is asking me for the list in which I want to create or update the subscriber. So I'm just going to select my list as this, which is new customers list. All right, because I want to create this automation only for this particular list. You can select any of the list for which you want to create this automation. And now it is asking me for the contact email and the rest of the details. So yes, I'm just going to enter all of these details one by one, but we are not going to enter the details manually or by copy pasting it, but instead we're going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Cashfree as our trigger application. So we are just going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. Alright, so I'm just going to map this this email from the previous response. As you can see, test user 55@pabblytudes.com. Then this will make this field as a dynamic one, and now it will change with every new response received. Alright, so we're going to move on forward, and now it is asking me for the title. So if you wish, you can definitely add a title right over here, but I don't wish to do so, so I'm just going to move on forward. It is asking me for the first name. So let's say that I'm just going to look for a name in the previous response, and as you can see, test user. But now it is asking me for the first name only, and over here I've received the full name in the response of my previous step. So what we're going to do is we're just going to split this full name into first name and last name with the help of a tool by Pabbly, which is called Text Formatter by Pabbly. So it is a feature by Pabbly which helps you to format the text. So I'm just going to add another action step between my Cashfree and Zoho campaigns and select the action application as Text Formatter by Pabbly, and then for the action event we have to select it as split text and click on this connect. And now it is asking me for the text to split. So for that, I'm just going to map the name right over here. And now it is asking me for the separator. So I want to separate it with space. You can see that between test and user, there's a space. So it is saying enter the characters or word separators to split the text. For space as separator, use space. So yes, I'm just going to use this as the separator. So I'm just going to copy it right from below and paste it right over here. And now for the segment index, I'm just going to select it as all and click on this even send test request. And yes, you can see our full name has been split into first name and last name. And now we're going to map this same right over here in our Zoho campaign step. So I'm just going to map the first name from the response of my text formatter by Pabbly result. And same we're going to do with the last name too. We're going to move on forward and map the phone number too. So I'm just going to look for phone number in the previous response right over here in my Cashfree and map the phone number. And after mapping all of the details which I wanted to or which were required, we are going to move on forward and click on save and send test request. If you wish, you can definitely map the rest of the details too, but these are not the required details, so I'm just going to leave it as blank and click on this save and send test request. And as soon as we're going to click on this save and send test request, yes, you can see that we have received a positive response. So yes, you can see that we have received a positive response, and as you can see that it is saying a confirmation email is sent to the user. User needs to confirm to successfully subscribe. All right, so what we are going to do is first I'm just going to check my email and confirm my subscription, and then only a subscriber would be added into my Zoho campaigns account. So I'm just going to open the user's email account and refresh this in order to check that if you have received a new mail or not. And yes, you can see confirm your subscription. So it is saying dear test, thank you for subscribing, please confirm it. So I'm just going to confirm my subscription right from here, and yes, you can see that we have successfully confirmed the subscription. It is saying thank you for joining our mailing list. So now I'm just going to open my Zoho campaigns account and we're going to refresh this right from here in order to check that if a new subscriber has been added or not. And yes, you can see a new subscriber has been added. You can see the same email, the same first name, the same last name, and the same phone number which we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow. But now I'll just test this workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to open this form once again and do the payment via this form once again with the new details. So I'm just going to go back, and now let's say this time for the first name I'm just going to keep it as dummy, last name as user. For the email I'm just going to keep it as dummy@pabblytudes.com. This as the phone number, I'm just going to click on this pay securely 499 right over here. And after clicking on this pay securely 499, we are just going to select our payment method. All right, and now I'm just going to select my payment method as UPI right over here. I'm just going to enter my UPI ID and click on this proceed to pay. And now it is saying to confirm the payment. All right, so I'm just going to confirm the payment right from here, and we're going to wait for a few seconds till our payment is getting confirmed. And yes, you can see payment successful. So yes, with this we have successfully purchased the PHP course as dummy user. All right, so now what we're going to do is I'm just going to open my Gmail and check that if I've received or dummy user have received a mail which is the confirmation mail or not. So I'm just going to open the Gmail and we're going to go back, and yes, you can see that dear dummy, thank you for subscribing. Click below to confirm your subscription. So I'm just going to confirm the subscription as dummy user, and yes, you can see that we have successfully confirmed the subscription. So now I'm just going to open my Zoho campaigns account and we're going to refresh this contacts page in order to check that if a new subscriber has been added or not. And yes, you can see a new subscriber has been added. You can see the contact email which is dummy@pabblytudes.com. You can see the same first name and the last name and the phone number which we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and we've also tested this workflow in real time too, and within seconds a new subscriber is getting created as soon as the user is confirming the subscription. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now what will happen is that as soon as a payment via form is received through my Cashfree account, automatically a subscriber would be added or updated in my Zoho campaigns account too with the same details. And yes, we don't have to come back again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. This workflow is going to run in backend. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.